All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome to. This is just a nice little side project I decided to do. Since George Carlin, somebody favoring George Carlin, is getting censored, and I have all kinds of books here, I decided, let's just do a little reading. This poor guy's name is Temet Noisas. Anyway, that's Latin. I think it means know thyself. But anyway, I don't have this particular one. I haven't found this particular passage just yet. Right here, George Carlin, the government doesn't give a fuck about you. But he does write about that prolifically in almost every little work that he does. He takes a little time out for that. For right now, I'm just gonna read a different little section right here, just for kicks. Because, you know, why not? And let me see. We're gonna be doing brain droppings here. Page 254. Section titled, We Don't Feel Good. And here goes. I've always believed people get the diseases they ask for and deserve. The same is true for countries. America, chronic fatigue, and anorexia. This is what we've become. I'm tired, and I don't want to eat. How plain, how pathetic. Years ago, a nice, horrifying, fatal compulsive consumption disease would have come along and completely eaten your friggin' organs away. Now it's, I'm tired, and I don't want to eat. Christ. Here's another one. I'm depressed. Well, shit, look around. Of course you're depressed. You live in a neon sewer. You've earned it. There are supposed to be 11 million clinically depressed Americans. And those are just the ones we know about. I'm sure there are millions more, nodding off in closets and attics all across the country. You want to know why? Because it's one big freaking garbage can. At least those people with agoraphobia have found a good solution. I'm not going out. I don't like it outside. You say there's rampant cancer? How appropriate. We worship growth. Everyone wants growth. Well, we got it. Exuberant cell growth. Lots of big cancers, lots of different kinds, and plenty of them to go around. All part of who we are. Breast cancer, who has the more distorted titty hang-up? Epidemic prostate cancer in a nation brimming with assholes. How unusual. Skin cancer. Vanity. Thy name is Tan. And how about them lungs? The ones that suck up all the fine stuff we belch into the air. We got a cancer for everything. So don't worry, folks. If it's growing on you, it's a part of the American dream. Then we have eating disorders. Is it really a surprise that with all of our pathological feeding habits, Americans have eating disorders? Really? Who makes worse dietary decisions? Who wastes more food? And not just the ordinary waste of uncaring gluttons. That's easy. I'm talking about those grotesque, all-American food stunts the television news shows find so amusing. Hands behind the back pie eating contest, the largest pizza in the world, the block long omelet, the biggest banana split ever, the who can eat the most hot peppers in 15 minutes competition, and the swimming pool full of cherry jello, all schlocked up with bad fruit cocktail. And don't forget, wiener eating contest, where the wieners are actually dipped in water so they'll slide down the hole, eliminating all the bothersome chewing. Such healthy attitudes towards food. And all this conspicuous deliberate waste takes place in the midst of global malnutrition and starvation. No wonder screwed up teenage girls don't want to eat. Here's another wonderful irony. With all our supposed superiority in food production, we provide our people with far higher rates of stroke, heart attack, colon cancer, and other diet diseases that most inferior third world food economies do. But don't you worry, those folks are catching up. Social pathologies are our biggest export. And so, in a curious way, cancer turns out to be catching, after all. Please note my restraint in ignoring shopping disorders. And that's all I'm going to read on that one. This was way back in the day, folks. Way back. God, I miss this. I miss these years. freaking hell, back when we used to bitch about this. Copyright 1997, there you are. And in case anybody's curious, yeah, here's the prices right here. Boom. Let me see, can we get some light on that? Maybe. There we go, let's turn the lights on. Yeah, proof of purchase right there, boom. Price tag. $11.95. Wow, I got a good deal on this. Oh, God. This was way back in the day, folks. Way back. I missed this stuff. And as a bonus, I think I'm going to be reading regularly from time to time. It's a project that I wanted to do way back in the day with reading for the lulls or whatever. I'm gonna make up a completely different new playlist and start it here, because that whole setup just went tits up a long time ago. I was too busy in the Gamergate, too busy being distracted. Oh God. But yeah, when it comes to censorship or whatever, yeah, I'm gonna. George Carlin isn't too big a fan of that. He used to ride with another gentleman named Lenny Bruce. I think y'all should hear about some of his stuff too. Here we go. Let's see where is my Lenny Bruce? Yeah, there was a famous court cases all surrounding Lenny Bruce way back in the freaking day. And it was about our freedoms, just to say whatever the heck we want. See, everybody thinks that we got our freedom of speech way back in 1776. Ah, here we are. Yeah, we got this little gem right here. If the lights will show. No, it won't. Ah, here we are. Nice little DVD insert. There you go. Boom. God. Everybody still thinks we got our freedoms way back in 1776 when America freed itself from Britain. No, that's not so much the case, folks. It took a long, long road. Matter of fact, I don't think until honestly the 1990s that was when we pretty much had the most freedoms for our speech. And there's been an epidemic for in modern days for folks to be throwing their freedom of speech right out the window, and it only took a handful of years later. I'm very disturbed by this. So you know, I'm gonna keep on trucking with trying to keep current the struggle for freedom of speech, and I can't do it alone. So I'm gonna have to bring up the work of all these poor dead gentlemen here, and you know what I mean. Just make some documents straight up here, so you know, just record the work and here it goes. You know, because yeah, there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of spare time stuff in here, but you know, topical humor, I guess is what they call it. But there's also you know, a nice little window into the past that you get from just reading what was typed, what was printed, what was said. You know what I mean? You get an idea of what was going around in their immediate surroundings and what was the current troubles. And I've been based on my experiences online, it looks like people have just been starving for information like that have been done better and said better in so many ways. I mean, back in the day, we had so many great freaking people to use as an example, that each one of us was hard pressed to figure out a way to top them. You know what I mean? Like, that used to be what we used to do. You know, in our everyday lives, we used to figure out who's the top dog and how do we improve our lives, rather than rather than just competing. You know, we were competing not just for the #1 spot, but also to improve ourselves. In today's world, that's kind of lost, and I don't see a need for that to be lost at all. And you know, censorship isn't gonna help that at all. It's just gonna facilitate that even further. But anyway, this is a copyright strike. It might be legit, might not be, I don't know. But when it comes to certain works like this, it looks like we're going to have to get creative when it comes to getting the word out on the street. So yeah, there you are. That's just a nice little reading of a little section. Excuse me, folks. Still first thing in the morning for me. But yeah, there's a nice little reading of a section. I'm gonna have more readings and more sections to to come. So here we go. We're just going to give this a go. And yeah, lots of luck to everybody else on their projects. And keep up the good work. This is the Fox Gibson, and I'm going to be signing out. Peace out.